Hey guys, good morning. It's Angie. Welcome to another episode of Did You Know? And today's episode is all about ransomware. So this was prompted, I haven't done a video on ransomware this year thus far. And, the thought is that, obviously the world knows about ransomware. Well, ransomware has continued to evolve. So I'll talk to you a little bit about what that looks like, the trends in 2018. But, companies are still not fully educated on the dangers of ransomware. And ransomware, if this is the first time that you hear about it, is basically an encryption, a hacking attack that takes place via encryption on your systems, and it can, pretty much take over your entire system. It can take over just one computer, but what happens is once the user clicks on a link or a document, opens up a document, it launches this attack, and it basically the ransom part of that word is exactly what it is. It takes over the entire computer, and then you are asked to pay a fee in order to recover your files. And so it is very important that as a business you are educated and that you are taking proactive steps in preventing these type of attacks as much as possible within your environment. So here's a couple of trends from how these attacks are taking place in 2018. They're becoming much more sophisticated for sure. And the link on this article has about 11 different trends. I'm going to touch upon 6 just to kind of keep it nice and short as possible for you guys. But number 1 is the slowing down of the encryption process. So many of these attacks are becoming smarter. So they're not just kind of going into your computer and, trying to capture as many files as they can all at once and encrypting them. Basically, what they're doing is they are sitting in your computer for extended periods of time until they slowly kind of, get through all of the files in your system, which could also lead to dangers of having your backup files, in danger of ransomware. So huge danger there. The delivering of ransomware files through ransomware through files rather than email. So it is now, more common where people are receiving emails, but it's not so much the ransom in the email as much as on a link. So it can be, a document attachment, PDF, Microsoft Word, or something common. Last week we responded at 7 a.m. in the morning, I think on Tuesday. We responded to a call from a business that we had been in contact with, and they were still trying to figure out what they were going to do for their IT strategy. Very busy business. Long story short, they ended up getting ransomware, getting attacked by ransomware. Luckily, we were able to deploy resources, right away within an hour, and we were able to recover their files within 24 hours and get them up and running. So this is not the typical outcome of these type of attack, guys. So in this particular situation, it had been, a user who got an email from, I think it was like a FedEx or DHL, and seemed very legit. And, they opened up an attachment which launched the attack. So be very careful. The encrypting of the hard drive code. So, attackers are bypassing the files and going straight for the hard drive code, which basically is the guts of the hard drive. And this, is just a much more sophisticated type of attack that is harder to, undo or, uncrypt. Using multi-threaded attacks. So normally in a ransomware attack, there's one single attack and it's deployed. It happens, and then its launch takes over the systems, etc. In this particular situation, some of the trends that are happening out there is that there's multiple ransomware attacks that are targeting a system all at once. So I'm not going to have to explain the danger there. The improving of ransomware code writing skills, so much more sophisticated codes. And the last one that I'll leave you guys with is the targeting of modern operating systems has become less of a trend. So your Microsoft Windows 10 systems, your Apple Mac OS are becoming not so much right now the key target as some of the older operating systems. The reason being is that, you know, many of these systems are just not automatically updated. They're not, the security patches are not being kept up with, so it's a lot easier to get into those type of systems. So on that note, guys, go forth and conquer. Have a fantastic week, and we will talk later. If you guys have any questions as it relates to ransomware, if you're not sure where your business stands in regards to proactively, you know, taking the proper steps to prevent these type of attacks, you need to give us a call. So pick up the phone and call us at 321-248-3954, and we'll be here on the other side of the phone waiting for your call. Have a wonderful one. Thank you, guys.